Hey guys, Jen here. I hope this comes through. I got the earbuds on. So I came back down to the trail here to retrace my steps and show you the message that was left for me today, what I found. Somebody dropped their doggy doo-doo bags. Let's go set these up here so maybe they'll see them. And I got my little gifts here. I'll show you when we get there. This won't take too long. Look how pretty. Once the green area starts growing, everything's real lush. It's a small area. Like I said, it's not super big and just a small town. But it's nice. It's a nice little start to your morning. Come and say hello to the forest creatures and talk to the one who made them. God, I love trees. That's why I weary sometimes of the simulation theory, because this place was made so beautiful for us, and I think that kind of downgrades it or degrades it in people's minds. And I know it's a way to relate to the youth, but I don't know, I think it could get people desensitized to having compassion for one another. So we're going to retrace our steps and go put a little... Look how pretty. They had to cut down some of the trees because they were widowmakers and ash trees, because we've talked about their issue. There's the little ball field. I don't think they use this one a lot anymore. I'm not the only one down here. Somebody else down here. I haven't seen who's leaving the little rocks yet or the messages yet, but we're going to leave something today, hopefully. It'll make somebody smile, make somebody's day. And that's the thing, you don't have to have money to do these little things and do things around your own neighborhood and community. Okay, I'm going to pause this because we'll go through the woods on this other side. I don't want to disturb that man and his dog. Okay, so we petted Fred. Dogs are so friendly around here. Of course, everywhere I go, they kind of run to me. And yes, it's weird. People think it's strange. I know. Okay. So I wanted to touch on something else. Just doing things around your neighborhood and whatnot. And I'm doing my best to ignore the targeting and the lower level thoughts and anger, retaliation, all that type of stuff. So I'll show you what was left today and where I found it. We found it. And this one is funny. Okay, so I like to come down here early because people walk in here in the mornings with their dogs. And I like to get Sammy early. I don't want to... See, I go out of my way to avoid making trouble for people or to avoid making them uncomfortable. And I was an asset to my community, and I had a very good reputation. I didn't know my health declining and getting injured was going to put me on some kind of list. Well, that and obviously people in town and my spouse being upset with me for, I don't know, posting on social media about protecting children, and it just all went downhill from there. This is what I found today. Flush the turd, November 3rd. Isn't that lovely? So we're just going to get rid of that because it's kind of a negative thing. But we're going to remember that date because obviously somebody... And that's the thing, I feel like... And I'm not a narcissist, right? You guys know I walk down here every day, though. I almost feel like they're left for me. I know it sounds weird. But the only perspective I can speak from is my own. And being selfless is a big part of that. Okay, so I did these guys. I did this couple a while back. So I think we're going to leave them. Should we leave them here, you think? Is that a nice spot? Please don't judge my fingernails. I haven't had time for self-maintenance recently. So do we like that? Oh, I got my old Chucks on, sorry. I think that's cute, right? Somebody will definitely see it. All right. Or should we leave one and, make them find the other one? What do you think? I'll leave them like that. They're a cute couple. There we go. And maybe that'll make somebody's day, having that little Easter egg. See, we do stuff like this around here. I don't know. I've always been that way, though. Even with my gran when I was a kid, all of us granddaughters would leave her little, like, notes around her house and on her mirror after we stayed the weekend and whatnot, or if she cooked stew for us. Look how beautiful. Listen, can you hear it? I don't know if you can because of the earbuds. I hope this comes out. So I'm going to try and do a live later on today when everybody's up and around after they slept in on a Saturday, hopefully. To talk about a couple things, a couple, high strangeness issues. It's hard. People judge you and call you crazy just because you talk about things that other people think about, but they don't really have the courage or the gumption to put things out there. And it's unfortunate because if you look at history, the same thing happens to, like, and I'm not saying me or anyone else, TIs are geniuses, but there's usually something different about the thinking process in the people. Just like that mathematician that A Beautiful Mind was based on. He was brilliant, but nobody else understood him. Said he had a mental illness. And I'm not a doctor and I'm not giving medical advice, but we're going to look at that. I looked it up and there are no blood tests. There are no actual tests for chemical imbalances or mental illnesses. They can do a blood test and sometimes it can tell them if you have like a thyroid issue, which might control your mood and add to like depressive thoughts. But other than that, there's really no way for them to tell other than looking at you and making their own opinion. Sorry, I like to give people their privacy when we bump into people, in these walk and talks. This place is so hard. Another younger girl said hello. I didn't get a response. I just got a look. What is wrong with everybody? What is happening? Maybe it's just me. And I just need to relocate. There's more lovely artistry. They never covered that up, that part. They did fix the building back there, though. It's funny. And another young person who apparently had mouth and teeth issues again. We're going to have to look at that song because this is getting too bizarre to be coincidental. It's not an anomaly anymore. Okay, well, hopefully we'll talk later. I love you guys. Remember, you can do little things to make your environment a little uplifted and be the good that you want to see in everybody else, right? Don't hate other people because then you're hating a part of yourself too, your humanity. So instead of being that way, try and respond to these things like I just did with, even if you don't use words, with some type of small act of kindness or compassion to balance things out. That's how this kind of works. And remember, there is no law against love. All right, we'll talk soon again. Love you guys. Bye.